Hello, chess friends. I want to give my viewers the benefit of my many years of teaching experience with beginner and intermediate players. Basic opening strategy is what you should always ignore if you know the theory of the position in front of you. What does theory mean? Opening theory is a term of art, which simply means the move that you are considering is known and thought to be good by either chess masters or chess engines. We start with so if you have a position which is unfamiliar to you and you don't know what to do, then you follow this basic guide to opening strategy. First is stake in the center. And this basic strategy is good if you're playing white or black. Say you're playing white, this example, e4 is a good stake in the center, or d4. Knight f3 is also good, and c4 is a good move. I think that should be reserved for intermediate players. It's more complex. Some knowledge of playing d4 and or knight f3, I think, is will help you to start learning to play with one c4. So let's assume that black, just to help white show us basic opening strategy, is it's going to play farcical moves by moving his knight back and forth. Stake in the center. Black plays here. If possible, have two stakes in the center, e4 and d4. If you had only one, that pawn would be what's called your strong point. It should be protected, sometimes overprotected. If you have two stakes in the center, you have two strong points, and you should overprotect them both sometimes. Or sometimes you just keep them mobile because they can push if black allows it. When they push beyond this line of control, the center line, you're capturing what's known as space. So in this situation, white controls this square here, and here, and here. So that's three squares in the center that's being controlled by white. This square is being controlled by the queen, and these two squares by the pawns, respectively. Okay, next is develop minor pieces. So in chess, we say minor pieces are the $3 pieces, the bishops and knights, and the major pieces are the queen, which is $9, and the rook, which is $5. So the minor pieces are here. Black gives us permission to move, develop the minor pieces. Generally, you should develop the knights before bishops on the king side, and generally the knights before bishops on the queen side. Just remember to ignore all of this if you know the theory of the position in front of you. 3. Castle quickly. Here you can castle quickest to the king side. First, black has to give us permission, and we castle to the king side. Next, connect the rooks. Notice I didn't say finish developing your minor pieces and develop your queen, because both of those are understood when we say connect the rooks. The rooks cannot be connected unless the minor pieces are finished developing. And the queen gets out of the way of the rooks, and now they're connected. Finally, improve at least one rook. Sometimes you would improve both rooks before starting active operations, but usually good to improve at least one of them. That means you've connected them. The way to improve the rooks would be bring one or both to one of the central files, which are the D and E files, or there might be an open file some other place, like let's say the night file may be open, which we call the B or G files. They're called the night files. Perhaps one of those have become open through some strange opening experiment, and you may play one of the rooks to one of those files. So in this situation, this rook is already moved. So in this situation, we'll move this one now. After getting permission from black. However, in actual practice, it's oftentimes this rook, even though it has moved already, might be the first one to improve itself. Usually to E1, or in queen pawn openings, it might improve itself to D1, in which case this rook will come here, and this pawn will become, in that situation, this pawn will have went to the C4 square. Okay, so in this situation, with this setup, improve the rooks here. And that's about it. Now, only a complete beginner would allow white to have such a setup like this. This setup is actually unrecoverable for black. If someone played such farcical moves because they wanted to see if you can really hurt them, with best play, white wins easily, even if black had help from the strongest chess engine in the world. This position is considered the equivalent of being up more than a rook, maybe a rook and a pawn at least. Okay, that's basic opening strategy. Stake in the center, develop minor pieces, castle quickly, connect the rooks, improve at least one rook. So, only thing to remember is you only do this if you have no idea what to do in the position in front of you. If you can remember some opening theory, that is, to reiterate, a move which you know that chess masters prefer or chess engine prefers, then play that move. That's definitely a safe and good move for you to play. Okay, thank you for watching. If you like this presentation, please give a like, maybe give me a comment and tell me what you think about it, or give me your feedback, and subscribe for more content like this.